The story begins in a lonely desert. There are no houses anywhere and not a single human in sight. In this entire area there is only one house, and that is Ragu's house. Ragu works as a railway gateman. His job is to wave the green flag for trains. Only 3 trains pass through this track, and Ragu knows their exact timings. He has been doing this job for the past 10 years. For 10 years he has neither seen a human being nor spoken to anyone. One day, when Ragu is showing the green flag to a train, he sees a girl jump off the moving train. She gets badly injured and becomes unconscious. Ragu quickly picks her up and carries her to his house. This is a big moment for Ragu because he hasn't seen a human in 10 years. After all this time he finally sees someone. Out of curiosity he tries to touch the girl, but suddenly she wakes up and gets scared after seeing Ragu. The girl tells him her name is Shetali. Ragu explains that she fell off the train, so he brought her to his house. It was extremely hot outside and she could have become seriously ill. Ragu asks her how she fell off the train. Shetali says that she was traveling with her husband. When she went to the toilet she saw 2 men fighting there. When she tried to stop them they threw her off the train. She tells Ragu that her husband must be worried and searching for her. He could arrive any time, but she wants to reach him first. Ragu tells her there are no houses or roads anywhere around. If her husband comes looking for her, this is the only place he will find. He advises her to stay here, but Shetali doesn't listen. She walks alone into the desert. She goes very far, but there are still no houses in sight. Suddenly she starts feeling dizzy and faints. Ragu had been following her the whole time. When she faints he picks her up again and brings her home. He treats the wounds on her foot with ointment. Ragu tells her that she can't leave from here and should wait for her husband. But Shetali doesn't trust Ragu at all. She feels unsafe spending the night with a stranger. She worries that if he tries something at night she won't be able to protect herself. Shetali lies down to sleep, but she keeps waking up to look at Ragu, who is sleeping on the floor. Ragu realizes she is uncomfortable, so he steps outside the house. When Shetali sees he has gone out, she finally sleeps peacefully. The next morning Ragu begins his daily routine. He wakes up at 4:30 a.m. and brings water from far away. A train passes in the morning and he has to wave the green flag again. He has been following this routine for 10 years and has never forgotten a train's timing. Ragu tells Shetali that he hasn't talked to anyone in 10 years. He loves to talk. Now Shetali also starts to trust him because he didn't harm her at night. When Ragu sees her looking worried, he tells her a secret. He says that every day when the train comes his telephone rings. This telephone is only for incoming calls. He cannot make outgoing calls, only receive them. Next time the phone rings, Ragu says he will tell them about Shetali. This way her husband can find her easily. After some time the phone rings. Just when Ragu is about to mention Shetali, she quickly disconnects the call. She tells him that no one pushed her from the train. She jumped off by herself because she was running away from her husband. She is actually a psychiatrist and she had treated her husband before. Friends, if you are watching this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel. Then Shetali begins to share her flashback. She says that a few years ago, a man named Sanchu came to her for treatment. He was in deep depression because his wife had committed suicide. He couldn't handle this shock and fell into severe mental stress. Shetali started his treatment, but it was not easy. This was her first case. She gave him a lot of time and support. Slowly Sanchu started to get better. A friendship grew between them. When he completely recovered, they both fell in love and got married after a few days. Shetali's family did not accept this marriage at all. They believed that Sanchu was mentally unstable and could lose control again at any time. But Shetali didn't listen to anyone and married him anyway. After the marriage, Sanchu's behavior started to change. He began to act like a madman with her. He would beat her daily. It became his daily habit. He drank alcohol every day and hit his wife. Shetali got tired of this life. Sanchu was destroying her life. The story then returns to the present. Shetali slowly starts to trust Ragu. That's why she decides to take a bath. Ragu brings water from far away for her. When Shetali is bathing, Ragu quietly watches her. After she comes back inside, Ragu gives her his clothes and asks her how she got the scar on her back. Shetali immediately understands that Ragu had watched her while she was bathing. She explains that the scar was given by her husband. After this, she continues her flashback. She says that she suffered Sanchu's torture for many days. But one day she found Sanchu's diary. In it he had written everything. When she read the diary, she discovered that Sanchu's wife had not committed suicide. In fact, he had killed her. He had also killed a hospital nurse, which he had mentioned in the same diary. But then suddenly Sanchu came there. He saw Shitali reading the diary and started beating her badly. To escape from the police, Sanchu took Shitali somewhere by train. It was at that time that Shitali jumped from the train. The story comes back to the present again. Shitali tells her entire story to Raghu. After hearing everything, Raghu says that their stories are the same. He says that he has no one in this world and neither does she. They both can live here peacefully. But Shitali doesn't fully understand what Raghu means. Then the time for the train arrives and Raghu goes to wave the flag. After that, Shitali slowly starts getting closer to Raghu. He helps him with work. She cooks food for him and cleans his room. Then she finds some newspaper cuttings. When she reads them, she is shocked. They say that a man killed 4 people and ran away. Shitali also learns that Raghu has stolen the identity of the real Raghu, the gateman who worked at this level crossing. After knowing this, Shitali takes a knife and goes to Raghu. But Raghu tells her not to be afraid. He says he will tell her the whole truth. After that, Raghu's story goes into flashback. He starts telling his past. He says that his mother chose a girl for him. At their first meeting, he told her the truth. He said that he once loved a girl, but she betrayed him and married a rich man. The girl chosen for his marriage had no boyfriend and she agreed to marry him. Later they got married. 1 month after the wedding, his wife invited her cousin to live with them. Raghu owned some fields and he had to work hard there. His wife said that her cousin would help with the work. Time passed and Raghu became a father. In a few years they had 2 children. Then his wife told him that she didn't want more children. She asked him to get sterilized. When Raghu went to the doctor said that he didn't need the operation because he could not become a father at all. Raghu was shocked. When he reached home, he saw something that broke him even more. His wife and her cousin were together. He understood everything. His wife was having an affair with her cousin. The 2 children were not his. Raghu realized that he didn't even have a real family. He felt very sad and angry. He killed all 4 of them, his wife, her cousin, and the 2 children. The story then returns to the present. Raghu tells Chitali that maybe anyone else in his place would have done the same. Chitali starts to comfort him. She says that if someone else was in his place, they would have done the same too. Raghu then explains that after he killed them, he ran away to escape from the police. Here he met a man named Raghu who worked as a gatekeeper at the railway crossing. He started working with him in the fields and began to live like a hidden man. One day that man died suddenly and Raghu took his identity and job. 10 years have passed since then. Chitali feels pity for him. She decides to stay there for some days and help him. She goes far away to bring water, but she still wants to help. One day when Chitali goes far to get water and Raghu is at the railway crossing, Sancho arrives there while searching for his wife. He asks Raghu if he has seen any woman around. Raghu denies it and says he has not seen anyone. Sancho tells him that his wife is mentally ill and under treatment. Her name is Sheka. He imagines things. He introduces himself as Dr. Sancho and says that if Sheka is staying with anyone, that person could be in danger. He asks Raghu to inform him if he sees her. Raghu becomes confused and doesn't know whom to believe. He goes quickly to the place where Chitali is. He asks her, "Who is Sheka?" Chitali realizes that her husband Sancho has arrived. She tries to explain to Raghu that Sheka is the name of his wife and Sancho killed her. She tells him that Sancho can make anyone believe his lies just like he convinced Raghu. She goes back, he will kill her. Raghu does not believe her fully, but Chitali understands the situation. She suggests calling the police. Raghu refuses. He says the police will not come because he is a fugitive criminal. They both return and Sancho tries to take Chitali with him. On the way, Chitali says to Raghu that she wanted to spend some time with him, but he never understood her. After hearing everything, Raghu tells Sancho that if you're going to kill your wife, it's better to give her to me. Then we both can live here peacefully. While Raghu and Sancho are talking, Chitali suddenly attacks Sancho. He gets badly injured. Chitali then looks at Raghu and says, "You never believed me." Hearing this, Raghu kills Sancho completely. When Raghu goes to bury Sancho's body, a small slip falls from Sancho's pocket. It is a hospital paper. It says, "Dr. Sancho and his patient Sheka." This means that neither of them was actually crazy. The truth is that Chitali's real name is Sheka, and she was a patient. Dr. Sancho was treating her. Suddenly, Chitali attacks Raghu and tries to kill him. But killing Raghu is not so easy. Instead, Raghu kills Chitali. At this point, a big secret is revealed. The real psycho is Raghu himself. The story shows that the girl Raghu loved had betrayed him and married a rich man. Raghu killed both of them, their children, and even the real Raghu who worked at the railway crossing. So what do you think? Who was the real psycho among the three, Raghu, Chitali, or Sancho? The decision is yours. Comment below and tell us who you think the real psycho was. This is how the movie ends. If you liked the story, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. See you in the next video.